76ers. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. And that's certainly what we have in store for us today. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, Larry Sanders. This is their first game without him.
And as shocked as people are that they would trade away a player of his caliber, Kevin, they didn't just let him go for nothing. They got a lot in return. I think it's a deal that's going to really help them down the road.
And that's the idea. You know, you want to build a foundation on which this team can continue to move upward. So certainly some fans unhappy to see him go, but fans will be patient, and they also continue to be fans.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And New York looking at who they've got. The Wizard in its center. Anthony out there with Porzingis. And it's Green, and it's the 76ers with the ball. After the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. New York on D. Shot clock at 6. The shot. He squares up and sinks it. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Outside Green. He dishes it to Carmelo. The Wizard passes to Green. Misses in close. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against Miami.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots. How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
The 76ers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Kicks it to Simmons. It's stolen by Green. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
And both free throws good for Anthony.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And he gets it to go.
Who is that?
6 points for him. On defense, Philadelphia. They trail by 1. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
Really a resounding loss the last time they matched up. They got absolutely manhandled on the boards.
And Greg, you know how it is. At some point, you've just got to man up and play with a lot more aggressiveness and toughness and pride inside.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Philadelphia. He said that they will be focusing a lot of their defensive effort into slowing down Carmelo Anthony. I asked him for specifics, and he said, Melo is such a dynamic player, there really isn't any single thing we'll do that will be the answer. Instead, we're just going to throw everything we have at him and see how he handles it. Guys?
Great, thanks for the report, Doris. And so it's New York with it. The 76ers getting the bucket, and he gets it to go. Green's got his first 2 points of the night.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
To the inside, and Okafor slams it in.
Okay. Tell you, you gotta love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Here's Anthony. The 76ers getting the bucket. Pass to Porzingis. Outside, Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Knicks trail by 5. Anthony with it. 29 points for him last game against Denver. Here's Porzingis. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Porzingis has got 5.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
And Philadelphia has possession. Pick by Okafor. Off the pick. No good. In and out. Off the rim.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone. The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Dishes it to Simmons. Okafor with a screen on Green. No good from Simmons.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it. They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
So it's Philadelphia now. Nice shot from the wing.
Damn. Gotta get my shot on. Sure.
Knicks trail by 3. Outside Anthony. Here's Porzingis. He's covered by Noel. Anthony with the screen on Noel. Here's the Wizard. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Overshot, I guess.
From 13
I got a
feet,
miss,
it goes down. He's got 10.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Okay, let's give a hand to your own Sixers dancers.
All right.
Here are the top shooters from deep this month. These guys have been raining down threes lately. Well, you look at Porzingis. He's absolutely... Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Gerald Green. Knicks trail by 5. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Well, right here, Kevin, we can get a look at New York and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. First in scoring, First in assists, and they're #1 in block shots. This is a team that doesn't allow easy shots in the lane.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
And that one's good. Simmons.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
So both teams changing it up here. Knicks trail by 18. Noel is out there with Carl Landry. Then it's Omer Ashik. And it's Kendall Marshall. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 16-6 run. The dish to Ashik. Shot clock at 6. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the 76ers.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
Pass to Muhammad. Inside, the Wizard, and Ashik sends it back. Wow!
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Shoots the 3. The shot no good. The Knicks go the other way with it. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
How about the athleticism on display defensively in that win?
Yeah, it was reflected in their shot block total, Greg. I mean, they were very disruptive, which I think is a combination of hustle and muscle.
To the inside. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And how about the agility coming from the big man? I mean, that's not something we often see from him.
You know, it's never going to be, Greg, a 360 dunk when he goes up with it, but it will be 2 points. We do know that.
You know, you can sacrifice a little athleticism when you've got the size he does.
Here's Green. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. The 76ers have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.